Hey guys, Joseph here. Now, in the last few days, there have been a few news posts on Enlisted. 5 to be precise, with 2 being new changes that will happen later, and 1 being an update. So in this video, I'm going to be summarising the update, as well as the new features that will be coming in a later update. I'm going to split this video into 2 parts. Part 1 being about the update, and Part 2 being about the new upcoming changes, and of course my thoughts on them. Now, with this update, there's been a few big changes. First off, machine guns have received a huge nerf. Now, honestly, I think this was kind of justifiable because, let's just face it, machine guns were very, very powerful. In fact, they were the ultimate weapon. Personally, I think this is a pretty good update since machine guns were very overpowered to the point where literally you just had to pump down an MG42 and you were golden. It has, however, made machine guns better in defense and more in line with defense than in offense, which they already were. Ironically, the Bren received a buff with its reload time being cut by almost a second, which is huge. Well, there's a couple other things here. You can see bayonets for Mosens, Panther positioning has been changed, and a few more. For AO soldiers, there's more. They've changed it so that, well, they can actually use trenches for once. And of course, being stuck in trenches, which is an annoying bug, has been fixed. So for the missions, they've added in a new mission on Moscow, which is an assault map, which I've put my strong feelings about in this video. Check the top right. They've also added alternative routes for D-Day, which is actually interesting because D-Day actually had alternative routes to begin with. A few Berlin maps have also received this treatment. Combat zones in this Berlin map, which I'm not going to pronounce, have been changed in this conquest map. Vehicle limits have been adjusted in one of the newer invasion maps. I think this is a new invasion map. Some improved balance across the board and some balancing on assault map, which generally, like, assault was the most unbalanced game mode as is. Increasing the time to catch a strategic point will just make assault even more unbalanced in favour of the defenders. Here's the best part of the update in my opinion. You can actually test premium squads in practice mode. And this was interesting because it was supposed to be limited to 2 aircraft. But I don't get this one because they changed it back to the old system literally an hour later or something like that. Some interface here and some bug fixes. So overall a mixed update. MG's got nerfed. Some weird funky shit happened with planes, but a couple nice premiums upgrades. And also, Assault has been made even more unbalanced. Now, with the update that just got released out of the way, let's talk about the 2 new updates that will be coming later. First is Transport, which is adding in motorbikes and boats. As you can see here, it looks like there's going to be 2 versions of motorbikes, and that's for 2 or 3, but also as a mobile machine gun nest. So that means it's going to have, of course, the machine guns. So basically, you can find motorbikes. We'll be able to find motorbikes around the map. But there's also apparently supposed to be special motorbike squads with, and maybe even a motorbike class, which I think is really interesting. Boats are going to pretty much just be, well, boats. I don't see boats. I'm going to see boats more or less like the trucks. You'll find them on a couple maps, and they'll be okay, but I think the only map you'll probably see these on at the moment in Normandy is Swamps, because that's the only map, to my knowledge, which has a huge body of water. The final thing is artillery features. Now, this actually looks quite cool. You've got mobile anti-tank guns and smoke valve artillery strikes. So, engineers will be able to craft mobile anti-tank guns, and I think this is actually going to be quite interesting. I think the default gun is the Pack 38 or the Pack 40. This will probably be like a Pack 36, so much smaller. You can move it around. It could be interesting, and the smoke valve by artillery strikes is actually what I'm looking forward to the most, because it could actually make radio operators slightly better and not the worst class in the game. This is actually quite good, I think, and it says here, if smoke is selected, you have to designate 2 spots to start an end zone. Longer the line, the less dense the veil will be. And I think that's really, really cool, because it means that you can just cloud out an area, you can stop advances. And to be honest, I generally think this will be a really good upgrade. I generally would say this could make radio operators better than they are. For these new changes, I think these will actually be good changes. With mobile anti-tank guns, I think this could actually make small mobile artillery buildable and maybe in the game. It will be probably a little bit more annoying, and I will say that these potentially could be annoying features if they do add them. And the mobile anti-tank guns might be slightly annoying, especially in earlier games. But I do think this will actually be a really cool upgrade for engineers. Smoke Veil, I think, will probably be the coolest upgrade because it will actually make what I think is the worst squad in the game usable. Other than that, the motorbikes I am also looking forward to. They look generally quite awesome. I think you can actually now have motorbike squads, which means that you can have like a recon squad, which I think will be really awesome. The boats I'm not really too keen on. I'm thinking they're going to be more like trucks. You'll find them on occasional maps, but they're not going to be the best option. Other than that, I think that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.